Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the podcast. And today I want to give you motivation. I want to talk about achieving your goals and getting closer to the things you really want in life. I believe that everybody has that potential, and if you remember when you were a kid, you had all those goals, those ambitions, you were dreaming big, and then maybe perhaps down the road you got lost or you settled for less and starting getting caught up in day-to-day life and forgot about those dreams, but they were always behind in the back burner and they keep coming back. And I want you to understand that whatever you put your mind into, you can achieve. And a lot of you listen to those motivation videos and people saying that you can be anything you want and you can achieve anything you want in life. And it's true. But other than just thinking about it, you have to start doing something about it. You got to find something you have a passion for. And if you want to create something or you really have a goal or an ambition, go after it. We live in a day and age where everything is accessible. You can get on the internet and you can start researching anything you want. You can send emails to any professionals and seek advice. You can find mentors that will teach you how they achieve what they achieved. And if you think that you're stuck or if you think that there's no other options, well, that's just not true. The moment you're going to start applying yourself, you're going to wake up in the morning with that drive, that fire, that passion to go after what you want, you will make it happen. The brain is a very strong tool that we have, and when we apply consistent efforts towards something, there's no other way but success. And yes, you're going to encounter maybe failures, you're going to encounter obstacles, but it's part of the process and you got to embrace that. An obstacle or a failure doesn't mean that you didn't succeed. It means that you have to reassess what you did and then you'll do it better. So if you have a project or something that really, makes you feel alive, that you want to go after and you don't know where to start by gathering some info, start by looking into it, start by watching videos on YouTube or on the internet on how-tos on how to make that happen. And if you think about it, let's say you want to be the best stock market investor. Well, once you're going to start reading books on the subject, you're going to start listening to other investors, you're going to go to seminars and mingle and talk with investors. Don't you think that you're not at least going to gain one bit of knowledge or maybe just one tip that will change what you were actually doing that wasn't working? So what I'm trying to say is the more you're going to put efforts towards something you want, the more you're going to achieve it. And it's very important that you get there and that you achieve those goals, because otherwise, do you want to live your life with regrets? Do you want to live your life thinking that you never achieve what you wanted to achieve? And by having dreams, maybe you won't achieve exactly everything you always wanted to, but by working towards them, you'll be so much closer than you could ever thought about, and yeah, I want to motivate people. I want to get people to start moving, How much time do you spend on watching all the TV shows and TV series of what you like, and it's getting you nowhere? How many books do you read on your free time? I see today's society, we just scroll our phone, we look through all sort of bullshit, and it's not being productive, it's not getting us closer to our goals. At least if you're going to look at something, look at an instructional video, something that will get you closer to, being better. Remember when I wanted to start this podcast, I didn't know where to start. I knew nothing about the equipment, how to play with audio, how to edit a video. I knew nothing. And because I was so dedicated on helping people and I wanted to make this project go and work, I started asking the right people. I started asking other people with podcasts how to do this, how to operate a podcast, how to set it up. And the more I looked into it and I watched videos on how to edit them with Adobe Premiere or any other program, and I started working at it. I wasn't really good in the beginning. My sound was shit. My video quality wasn't the best. And my editing was certainly not on par with what it is today. So as I grow and as I'm doing this, I'm becoming better. And that's what I want you to take from this. Anything that you're going to apply yourself to, you're going to get better. You're going to get closer to what you really want. So don't get discouraged and don't wake up with just dreams. Start doing something about it, as small as it is. And if I was to give you tips, like I said, start with the information gathering. Gather as much information on the subject. If you want to be a professional race car driver, well, start understanding the mechanics of a car, how the apex and the turns and, all the dynamic of driving a car, how it works with the braking, the speed, the acceleration, how to take a corner faster. Watch videos on YouTube, research it, get your first little car, go to an amateur race, talk to professionals that are professional race car drivers, for instance, just gather some information and start understanding how it works. Because I believe that anything successful as a recipe, and along learning your own recipe, it won't be perfect, but if you get the recipe from someone else that has it nailed down, you'll accelerate the process. You're gonna save yourself a lot of failures, and you're gonna save yourselves a lot of mistakes. And you can learn in life by going through the process yourself, or you can learn by listening to others. So you decide what you want to do. You want to save time, you want to accelerate the process, listen to others, find your mentors, go to seminars or anything on the subject that you're interested into, and read books. And like I said, anything you can do to get closer to that goal will make you closer to that goal. So don't get discouraged, push for what you want and try every day to do one little thing, whatever it is. And by the end of a month, by the end of half a year, by the end of the year, you will look back and you'll be like, wow, I came a long way from knowing nothing to actually now being able to do this or that. And you'll be proud of yourself. So yeah, don't get discouraged. Go after those goals, go after those dreams. And you're gonna get closer, so be motivated. Don't give up. Wishing is not doing, and that's something that I've learned. And before I got to do a lot of things in my life, I was wishing for them, and the next day I would still wish for them, and I was regretting not doing anything until I started doing something. Then it made me very proud. It created that feeling of fulfillment of I'm actually taking the steps to do something and get closer to what I want. So don't worry about not knowing how, don't worry about not knowing when. Just start doing something towards it, and anything and everything will fall into place. There's a big part you're gonna be amazed at your brain figuring things out and just putting things together so that it works, and you'll be like, wow, I'm actually getting good at this. And at the beginning you thought you couldn't ever get any closer to this goal, So yeah, guys, just be motivated, work for what you want, and I believe in you. I believe in everybody. I want people to know that you can achieve what you want, or at least get closer and closer to it until you achieve it. And if you don't ever actually achieve exactly what you wanted, you'll be so much closer, and you'll be proud of the long way you came from, looking back at your life. So yeah, go ahead. Like I said, enjoy life. Don't dwell too much on things. Don't compare yourself to others. And don't look down on others, that are successful or are achieving what they want, because while you were wishing for something, they were doing something about it. While you were drinking beer on a Friday night with your friends, they were actually researching, working till midnight, and applying themselves to build what they were trying to build. So if you want the same thing, you got to do the same stuff, and you'll get the same results. So change what you're doing right now. Cut a lot of the time that you spend doing unproductive things and put that time towards working on your goals and projects. And I guarantee you're going to come back to me and say, thank you, Matt. I finally got off my chair and pushed for what I wanted, and I got close to it. Or at least I'm getting there. So thank you so much for the motivation. And that's what I want to do for you guys. I want to motivate you. Get out there, go after what you want, and don't give up. And you'll get there. Trust me. Ciao.